your game up.
There's a lot of stuff that they using to try to get the black people down, you know, like keep us separated. That's what they want, you know. These sister groups. Nah, it shouldn't be no sister groups. Nah, it shouldn't be no brother group. It should be brother and sister groups, you know, together shit. Like, you know, this all dividing the man and the female. That's all that's doing is making a bunch of lesbians and making a bunch of gay dudes and shit. And that's another topic, because I came home. I was gone for 3 years almost, and I came home and I don't know what the hell been going on since. Like, There's a lot of strange shit been going on since. It's like I don't know where they been coming from. Like, it's like I forgot what they call it. It's a type of locust, right? That comes out like every 10 years or sometime every 50 years and shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Maybe because since I've been home, I just seen a bunch of gay people.
Yeah.
Like where the hell they came from, I don't know. They just came out of nowhere. Like, I don't know, man. It's just so much going on, man. You know, I could like I said, I could sit here and watch social media and just pick through, see who's real from fake, you know, and stuff like that. You know, like, you know, it's just, you know, we got the fake gangsters, you know, dudes that I seen grow up, ain't never been about their life, but I guess since I've been down, I came home. You know, they gangster now, you know, like that. You know, we got the recovered thought. Well, that's the word now. You know, we got those. We got you know, all types of stuff. Like, you know, me, I want to say, did I change? Not to an extent. You know, I changed different stuffs to improve myself. But I ain't changed. You know,
exactly. I can say that.
I'm still the same LP from years ago, you know.
You
know, I never claimed to be gangster. I never been, you know, none of that stuff like that, you know. I'm just me, you know. But some people, it's people now, they just like different, you know. We got ballers, you know. I see chicks, you know. Yeah, I'm doing this. Seeing dudes, I'm doing this. But then when you look at their iPhone, the screen broke. How you a baller and your iPhone screen broke? But
what's up with this? Let me ask you. Let me ask you this, yo. When you, cause you was away 3 years.
Yeah.
When you came back, this whole Jordans. Well, Jordan's always been popular.
Yeah.
Was it at another level when you came out? It seems like it just keep getting worse.
I don't think it's at another level. The only reason it's big now is because of social media.
Us
growing up, it wasn't that big. Like, you know, we had Black Planet, you know, even MySpace, but it wasn't like social media, like Facebook or Instagram and stuff like that. So it's more easier to promote shit, you know.
Exactly.
Shit, you know, imagine if we had Facebook when we was growing up in high school.
Yeah,
it would have been crazy. It would have been crazy and shit.
Let me say a theory to you that I've heard about, because you see how everything's different.
Yeah.
I've heard a theory that, you remember back in the day, it used to be like cowboys and the boys play with like cowboys and Indians, police. They said that at a time we was going through a lot of war, a lot of stuff was going on. They purposely tried to like unisex, like just so males weren't so aggressive and always wanted to go to war and fight. They tried. That's why they like.
Oh, like feminize the men.
Yeah, so that it just wasn't that, and like that's why you don't see so much of like kids right now, like, you know, the cowboy and the, you know, you see more just like stuff that both kids could play with, or things like that, and they say that's how that all started. So now you just come up with this culture that is just kind of.
Yeah, they trying to make stuff like equal, like equality and stuff like that. A man is equal to woman, when technically they're not. A man is not equal to a woman, you know, because they're not the same thing, you know.
Exactly.
They're not the same thing. So, you know, like when people be preaching equality and stuff like that, all right, if they want to preach equality and stuff like that, let a man punch a woman in the face and not get hit with a domestic.
Exactly.
You know. They equal people, you know. Give give them a breach of peace or something like that. Not no domestic and stuff like that.
Give them what the females usually get.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like it's certain stuff is not equal. You know, they're equal in being both living, but a man is a man, a woman is a woman. You know.
Yes, yeah.
You know, they're different, but they come together. You know, that's all. You know, like this whole like thing where they got these dudes like, but then again, you think about it also. All that androgynous stuff, that shit was done in the early '80s and shit like that, you know. It's just turning back over, you know. Like look, like I was saying, Cameo, Prince, Rick James.
Yeah, you right. Yeah, yeah.
You know, they was all doing that shit. Now it's coming back again, you know. Like,
even with the pedophiles and all that. I mean, they say even back in like Caesar days.
Oh yeah. Well, see,
all that stuff.
See that you know that Greek stuff. They've been doing that for years. Like the in fact, the first swimming pool / bathhouse was basically only for males. Females was not allowed to be in there. You know, it was for males, and it was for wealthy males, and they had their little orgies and male orgies, gay orgies, and shit like that.
Wow.
Which it was usually grown men with young boys and stuff like that. Like even with the Spartans and stuff like that. The Spartans, they was all homos. Well, the young boys, I won't even call them homos until they probably get older, because a lot of the older males, they took them from their mom when they was like 1-2 years old and put them into training. So they were trained by a trainer who would basically have sex with them and shit like that, you know. And then people like Caligulus, he had a whole island where he used to dress up like a fucking half goat, half sheep, whatever, and be running around, prancing around with little boys and doing gay shit, you know. So that shit been around forever, you know. And
is that where that symbolism comes from? Because I've seen symbolism of that, like a half goat.
Oh yeah, like the Minotaur and all that stuff like that. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. It's one of their little freaky gays. You know, that gay shit been from the beginning, like, you know. And then, you know, they brought that shit over here. You know, it passed down through the DNA. You know, then they was raping them. You know, the slaves and all that stuff like that. They used to make the slaves have sex with each other, like little fetish gay shit that passed down. You know, next thing you know, now the black man is doing the same shit that they was doing. They touching their own little boy, little nephew, whatever, and that shit just spread down and down and down and shit like that, you know. And a lot of shit like that's why with that African Bambaataa shit, it didn't even surprise me, you know, because like I said earlier, if you damn near 60 years old, 50 years old, ain't never been really seen with a woman, you know, but you always around little boys, what the hell you doing, man? Like, it's kind of strange, man. Like, I don't care what you say, you know, now if he's gay, okay, you let him be gay, you know, but not with no little boys, you know.
Exactly.
You know, and I don't care, you're a man, so you got testosterone, so you get horny. So if you ain't with no woman, ain't nobody seen you. People in this own crew said they never really seen him with a woman, you know.
And that's what I was gonna say. So like what they're saying is he's never had a girl, like
they
girlfriend. He don't have no kids.
No kids.
Wow.
Yeah. So you know, like that's crazy. Like, you know, so you got to think, like, unless he says, you know, he can't have kids or something like that, then it'd be understandable, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But still, at least be with a woman. Somebody had to spot you with a woman.
Exactly. You got a little boy.
Yeah, like
shit. Room.
Like look at fucking Luther Vandross and fucking what's his name, Freddie Jackson. Them two dudes gay as hell. You know, Luther Vandross lived with an Asian guy for years. They had a spot in Greenwich when I used to work at 2 Minute Truck years back. We went by the house and stuff, and you know, Luther been dead, but the guy still had the house. The Asian dude he was with, you know. Luther was never seen with no woman. You know, Freddie was never seen with no woman. And you watch one of their interviews, man, they gay as hell. You know? You know that, you know. So yeah, it's just so much crazy shit, you know, going on, man. It's so crazy, man. It's just like shit. Even these fucking thugs, like now, like I know for a fact, but like, you know. Cause I got sources, you know, like, you know, I got gay friends, you know, that just be, I just have people, period, just telling me all the stuff. Like, if you read my inbox, I got so much I'm like a shrink that don't get paid, you know, because everybody come in and ask me for advice and all types of stuff. But yeah, it's some dudes that's running around here that, you know, is real sweet. So I'm telling dudes, stop smoking after dudes. But then again, you smoke after a chick, so I guess it doesn't matter. But yeah, it's, you know, like, stop smoking after some of these dudes and shit, man, because the details and stuff, like, it be having me rolling. Like, sometimes I look at some of these dudes on my page and I be just rolling, because I'm like, damn, this dude just told me that he was like giving you strong deep strokes from the back and all types of stuff. And I'm like, oh, I thought he was doing you. He was like, nah, I was doing him. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'll just be rolling and shit like that.
Yo, or like regular dudes that you would never...
dudes I know from the hood. Like from the hood, man. I know, man. You know, like you know, like, I trust me, like, but see, I'm not that type of person. Like, that's their business and shit. But like, if it was, man, trust me, I could, you know, it would be crazy. It would be crazy if I was to expose these people, you know.
It'll be like, we'll be shocked. Like,
yeah. They better hope I never have like cancer or something like that, because I before I go, I just like, you know, I gotta go out with a blast or something. But I be knowing. So the people that's doing that, you be like, damn, LP, no. You know,
exactly. Yo, let me. Go ahead.
Ass, that's your mouth. I don't care what you do with it. I don't smoke after you. You know.
Yeah. At least you know, so you know.
I don't fuck girls after you. I don't do none of that shit. You know.
Step your game.